Hello parents, in continuation to our geometry concept, let's look at two more shapes which are the square and the rectangle. So here the children have created a next shape which is the square, and let them understand, because they've already gone through the process, they've seen squares all around, and let them come to the conclusion that square has got four sides and square has got four corners or vertices. Vertex 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have four vertices for the square. Vertex is singular, and when you're talking about plural it becomes vertices. So a square has got four sides, we said, and the other special property of the square is all the sides are equal. So the children can take a ruler and actually measure and see, yes, I've got a square which is of so many centimeters. Maybe give them a thread and ask them to create square by placing it on the ground or a flat surface, and say, I want you to create a square of side 6 centimeters. So, and then ask them to say how much of the length of the thread have they used. So they open out that particular square, keep it along the ruler and measure, say, okay, if I have created a square of 4 centimeters side, the entire length of the thread that I have actually used is 16 centimeters. So the children understand what perimeter is all about without introducing them to that particular terminology. So you can talk about, yes, the square what they measured or the length of the thread that they measured is nothing but where they are fencing the entire, say, farm or fencing the entire garden. And then they understand, okay, yes, if I have to fence the entire garden, all that I have to do is to add up all the sides of the square. If it is a square of side 5 centimeters, then the length of thread that I will need is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, which will be 20 centimeters. So again, talk to the children about various other examples in terms of what the square is. For example, they can say that, okay, the origami sheet is like a square. The cracker biscuit that I eat in the morning is a square, and similarly the crack jack also looks like a square. So you can talk about various other examples that we will see, maybe talk about the window which may be looking something like a square, and then talk to the children about the difference between the square and the rectangle. So here we have a square, here we have a rectangle. We said that the four sides of the square are equal, and we also said that there are four sides and four corners. The rectangle 2 has got four sides, the rectangle 2 has got four corners, but the only differentiating property is only the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. So that is the basic difference between a square and a rectangle. Now let's talk about the diagonals. In a square, are there diagonals possible? So diagonal is a line where you take one particular corner and join it to another corner. So like I said, when you take this particular corner and join it to the opposite corner, here you get diagonal 1. And if I take this corner and join it to the other side, I get a diagonal 2. So a square has got two diagonals. What about a rectangle? A rectangle has got, again, join one end of the corner to the other end. I have one diagonal which is possible and the other diagonal. A rectangle has got four sides, it has got four corners, it has got two diagonals, and it has got the opposite sides which are equal. Now when I talk about a diagonal, does a diagonal always have to be inside? Because we just saw that in each one of them, whether it was the square or the rectangle, we saw that the diagonal is inside the shape. Let's look at something like this as a shape. So in this, if you see, I am joining the corner here to the corner here and joining it, which goes outside the particular shape. You can actually see it is being marked with dotted lines because it is outside that shape. Similarly, I have the other corner and joining this corner, which is again a diagonal outside. So the diagonal need not always have to be inside the shape. It is also possible that the diagonals are outside the shape. Thank you so much.